My mom has been legally blind in one eye since birth. She has had an Alzheimer's diagnosis for several years and is still living totally 100% independently with no problems at all with anything. One day she came over and I noticed on her car her side view mirror was missing. She explains that when she backed out of her garage at her condo, she didn't clear the opening. And I've put her car in and out of that garage, and it is really tight. I thought nothing of it. Some time passes, and she tells me that a while ago, she was at Walmart and very gently hit a lady crossing from the Walmart exit to the parking lot. She said that the frame of the windshield had blocked her view. And to be honest, that's happened to me too. I asked for more details and I found out that the lady was pushing a cart. That's kind of a big target to miss. I went with Mom to see her neurologist and I figured this would be the perfect time to bring up the topic of driving. I don't want to be the bad guy, so I thought, let's see what the doctor says. I did not give the doctor a heads up about the discussion, and honestly, I don't know if maybe I was in denial myself or I just wasn't truly convinced it was time yet, or maybe deep down I know that this responsibility would end up on me and I wasn't ready to take over that role. I'm not exactly sure, but here's what happened. We got to the neurologist's office and I dropped the bomb. I asked about driving. I told the doctor about the instances and a few others that I can't recall now because this was a long time ago. But the doctor, he was so smart. I loved him. Dr. Duffy, if you're out there, contact me. So he starts asking us both a lot of questions. When the two of you go out somewhere together, who drives? And I said, well, I do. Always, he asks. Yeah. He asks if my mom ever drives my little daughter around because she's the babysitter. I say, yes, she does drive my daughter. Mom replies, well, we don't go very far, just around the neighborhood. Dr. Duffy says to me that the next time you go somewhere together, Mom drives. That way you can see firsthand how she's doing, and you can decide if you want your daughter in the car with her. Of course, the doctor said this much more eloquently than me, but you get the point. So a couple of days later, we were going somewhere, and I said, okay, you're driving. Holy crap. I could not believe it. Mom, red light. Mom! What, honey? Mom, you just went through a red light. No, I didn't. That was yellow. Oh, hell no. That was hard red. Well, it gets better. You know those huge orange striped construction barrels? You know, those giant ones? Not a cone. Not a cone. The big round ones? Yeah. Oh my God. There were probably, 10, 15 of them spread down the right-hand shoulder of the road. The passenger side. The side that I'm on. She's driving along, and every time we pass one, I'm like, whoa! Mom, you almost hit those barrels. Whoa, look out! This is what she says to me. What barrels? What barrels? Oh my God, are you kidding me right now? She drives my most precious cargo, my daughter, around. Not anymore. Yeah, you can imagine. That didn't go over very well. Mom came over to our house and we told her that we wanted to talk to her about something important. At first, the conversation went okay, but then it all fell apart. We asked her to take a driving evaluation. This particular evaluation, they cannot take your license away. It's just for recommendation purposes. We told her she could no longer drive her granddaughter around anymore. She got very, very angry. She got up, stormed out, and she slammed that door so hard it was earth-shattering. I have never seen my mom so angry. And you know what? I don't blame her. Driving is like your umbilical cord. At least it is for me. Where we live, there's not really any public transportation. Everyone drives everywhere. You really can't walk to anything either. So if you don't drive, you're screwed. I mean, just think about it for a minute. What if all of a sudden you couldn't drive anymore? Is that devastating? You bet it is. Not only is it devastating, but it's embarrassing. It's belittling to be told you can't do something. Who the hell do you think you are telling me I can't do something? I'm an adult. I have rights. You are not the boss of me. I'm Debra, founder of Answers About Alzheimer's and certified master dementia strategist. I hope you've joined my Facebook group, Answers About Aging and Alzheimer's. All right, so in a perfect world, we should be having these conversations and laying the groundwork long before these situations become toxic. But who thinks about this stuff before it comes up? Probably no one, or very few people. When it's time to have these very tough discussions, we have to keep our cool. Nothing will get solved. So, first tip, keep your cool, stay calm, no matter what. Remember that saying, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all? Well, in this case, if you can't keep it together, stop talking. Think about how they are feeling. What do you think they are feeling? What are their emotions? They feel attacked, stupid, afraid of losing their independence. They feel like they will be a burden to others. They feel like they're being treated like a child or being told they can't do something. Make sure that your words do not come off bossy or challenging. Like, don't say, "Dad, you can't drive anymore," or "You had 3 accidents, you're not a safe driver." Stay away from "you can't" or "you shouldn't." These are fighting words. Instead, use words. Your words need to come from a place of love and concern, from your heart. Keep in mind that you may have to have a few of these conversations over a period of time. This is a huge topic and might not be solved in one sitting. So, coming from love, you might say something like, "Dad, I love you so much and I would be devastated if something were to happen to you." Or, "Mom, I worry about you. I love you so much. It would be horrible if you got hurt or, God forbid, hurt an innocent family. Can we talk about some alternatives together? I would be heartbroken if anything were to happen to you." Can you see how these statements come out as love and concern? This is how we need to have conversations with those with dementia. Ask permission to start the discussion. "Dad, is it okay if we talk about something that I'm concerned about? Is that okay with you?" Set them up for knowing something serious is going to be brought up. But put the concern on yourself, not blame on them. Before you bring up the subject of driving with your loved one, you must be prepared with a solution. You can't expect someone to give up their transportation without having some alternatives and a plan already in place. So make sure you've got some ideas already lined up. So you might say, that you can take mom to the grocery store every Tuesday. You could talk to her friend from church ahead of time and say, hey, Beth said she would love to have some company in the car to and from church. Ralph mentioned that you're right on the way to Euchre Club. Having a plan in place will greatly increase your chances of success. How's this? Let's try this one. Mom, is there any reason why Ralph can't pick you up for Euchre? I think he's a little lonely since his wife passed, and he would love to spend some time with you. Would that work for you, Mom? Is this helpful? Send me a comment. So keep these tips in mind. You may have to have several conversations before they come to terms with this huge adjustment. Remember, this is a tremendous blow to their independence. Keep the conversation about safety and focus on coming from a place of love, and don't use demanding or condescending words. Tell them that you understand this is really hard and that you'll do your best to make a smooth transition. Apologize. Say, I'm so sorry. I know this must be really difficult. Focus on their feelings. You can never go wrong when you focus on feelings. I'm going to do another video for you about how to really help and what signs to look for that this is time to take the keys away. Visit my website for more information at answersaboutalz.org. And also, my book is just chocked full of great tips. Forget me not. I'll see you next time. Together we can. Would you like to get these same results? This course comes with a 100% money-back guarantee. Join me for the next session before the class is full. To apply, go to answersaboutalz.org or give us a call at 585-775-5949 today.